Hi everyone, my name is Praveen Raj, real estate salesperson with Remax Community, and in this video I'm going to share to you my experience of doing real estate business in part-time in Toronto, Canada. I live in Toronto, Canada, but this video might relate to anybody who lives in North America basically. A lot of people want to do real estate as a part-time business, but what are the struggles you might face? I didn't know this before I started real estate. I did watch a few videos, but that didn't justify a lot of real world scenarios. I want to share you my experience. Maybe if you are thinking about picking real estate as a part-time career, this video might help you. I started real estate sometime around March, April 2023, and in the first 8 months I was able to do 7 purchases and a few rentals. So total commission for 2023 was around $120,000. How I made that might be, a content for another video. It's a long topic, but I'm very active in social media. Most of my clients were from social media, my YouTube channel and Instagram. If you don't know, I'm a Tamil speaking person. I have a YouTube channel in Tamil which is called Tamil Dude. And even now, even this year, all the sales which I'm doing are from my videos. So that really helps. Anyways, I started real estate when I was in full-time IT. Even now I'm doing full-time IT. My 9 to 5 is a IT profession. And when I started to prepare for my licensing exams, Canada licensing structure is very difficult compared to a lot of other countries. Most of the countries don't even need you to have a license to do real estate. But in Canada, you have to go through a lot of pre-registration exam, and after you get registered and get your license, you need to do your post-registration. There's a lot of things, right? But I did research and I knew we have to put in a lot of effort to be successful in real estate so that it becomes your full-time career. I didn't have a clear picture on what part-time realtors might face. So once I got into the real estate business, I was clearly facing all those issues and I wanted to share those things with you. Before thinking about getting into real estate as a part-time career, you have to think how good of a real estate salesperson you want to be. There are agents who make $1 million a year. There are agents who make nothing a year, right? And there is middle ground where I think most of us fall. If you want to do 1 or 2 deals per year, for your close friends and family, that's fine. Anybody can get the license. If you sell $1 million property and if you're charging 2.5% commission, that's going to be $25,000. If you sell 2 of such properties, you are doing $50,000 a year. And for your real estate, overall, in an average, you might have to spend about $2,500 to $5,000 to keep your license for the licensing fee, your brokerage fee, this and that. So if you want to be in that scale, then you're set. Part-time real estate is going to work for you. But if you are like me who wants to make a lot of business, like 20 deals a year, 30 deals a year, or even 50 deals a year, for that you have to juggle a lot. That's when you need to be on top of your game, you need to be knowledgeable, and you have to spend a lot of time in real estate. At that point, you're not doing real estate as part-time. You are doing 2 full-time jobs. One, your job which you're already doing, and now your real estate going to be another full-time job. You're spending 8 hours for your first job, and you might be spending 6 to 8 hours on your second job. That becomes like 16 hours a day. The rest goes to sleep or your personal stuff. And even the weekends, right? Even every day you're working early in the morning before your IT work or whatever work, and then after that, once you come back home, again, you're researching about property, calling clients and all those things. And weekends, all your weekends goes for real estate too. If I'm not doing business, if I don't have a client, then I make videos like this. I ping real estate agents. Like if I don't have a listing, I call other agents in my brokerage saying, hey, you have a property, this property looks beautiful, can I come and do a video? Okay, so that I can post in my Instagram or post in my YouTube. So you're constantly working one thing or the other. In your full-time job, you might have a set job role, but in real estate, there's no set job role. You are the boss of your business. You are the employee of your business. You're the contractor of your business. So you need to take care of marketing. You need to take care of finances, lead generation, everything, right? Paperwork and all those things. Till when you get an assistant for you to fill your paperwork and all the administrative stuff. But initially, when you start, you will be handling all those things, and that takes a lot of time. So if you want to get into top 5% of the real estate agents or the top 10% of the real estate agents, you need to spend a lot of time. So now let's get into the problems which you might face. Number 1, training, right? Anybody who gets into real estate, it's a solo business. I know there's a lot of mentors. Your brokerage might teach you. Brokerages will have a lot of training opportunities. But the problem is all those trainings, any real estate boot camp, any conference, everything will happen during business days between 9 to 5. So now that's the problem. You are a part-time real estate agent who wants to do business. You need to get a lot of training, but all the training happens during business hours. So it's going to be very hard for you to get into those trainings and attend those courses. Some brokerages do a lot of online training. So if you're working from home, you might be able to take a break from your work for 1 or 2 hours and then attend those training. But for how many days are you able to keep up with that? Because every week there's going to be training, every month there's going to be some seminar, boot camp and all those things. And I was missing out of a lot of those. And if I had to attend a training, I need to get permission from my work, or I need to put a day off. Basically, most of my vacation last year went for real estate business. So I was actually working even on my vacation days. And how important is training? It's super important. The rules and regulations change so fast, market situation change so fast, and there's tons of information which you need to learn so that you can be successful in real estate. There's hundreds of paperwork which you need to fill for every offer you make, or if you are a listing agent, you need to review a lot of offers. So it takes considerable amount of time. So you need to make sure you get trained so well from the trainings which your brokerage provides or online. And you cannot be a real estate agent who doesn't do any mistake. That's like near to impossible. But the goal is not to give any wrong information and always to give right information to the client so that they can make the right decision. There are more than 100,000 realtors just in Ontario, and just in Toronto Real Estate Board, there are more than 73,000 real estate agents working. So think about this. We are such a small number and big pool, right? In terms of sales, last year there was 65,900 something sale of properties in Toronto under Toronto Real Estate Board. So 75,000 agents, 66,000 properties sold, which means some of the agents didn't have even one sale. And most of the sales are done by the top 5 real estate agents. So there's a lot of people, a lot of real estate agents who hasn't had a single sale last year. So you need to think all these things before getting into real estate. If you're getting into real estate, then you need to have massive focus on this business. If not, you're going to lose business to the full-time real estate agents. Number 2, your client calls during business hours. Let's say you're in a sales job where you're not able to use much of your phone. If your client texts you, during your business hours, or if he calls you during business hours while you're working, you're not able to respond, he's going to wait till the evening to get answers, right? That time, your client won't be thinking that, hey, Praveen is working in IT, he's going to come back home and he's going to text in the evening. No, they're going to think that you are very busy with your life, you don't have time for real estate, so they're going to look for other real estate agents. Let's say they're already talking to a few agents, a couple of part-time agents and one full-time agent, and one of them might be responding to them very quickly with all those answers, and you might be not even having your phone. You don't even know that there was a question asked from your prospective client, so you're going to lose that business. They're going to think you are busy, and the other real estate salesperson who's a full-timer who is responding properly, so they're going to think, okay, this guy takes care of me so well, so I'm going to do business with them, right? Doesn't matter. Now some people might say, hey, I work from home, so answering calls or responses are not going to be that difficult. Yes, you're right. That brings me to point number 3, marketing yourself. Some companies, when you're working with them as a full-time employee, they don't like you to work for another company or do another business. In that case, you won't be able to market yourself as a real estate salesperson. You might be able to talk to your friends and families and tell them, hey, I've got my license, I'm going to do real estate business. That doesn't scale up. You need to come out of your inner circle to do massive business. When you're just focusing on your friends and families, you might be doing 1 or maximum 2 sales per year, or even no sales per year, which is kind of depressing in this field, right? You're here to do business. Real estate, when you work hard, when you hustle, you can do a lot of business and make a lot of money. So if you're not able to market yourself when you are in full-time job, then you are going to lose tons and tons of business to people who are doing full-time real estate and who are marketing themselves crazy. It doesn't have to be paid marketing, TV ads or FM ads. Most of the marketing is done through Instagram and YouTube these days. So that brings to the subsection of the my point number 3, marketing. You shouldn't be shy taking videos, or you shouldn't be shy speaking out in public, talking to people. All these things really helps. This is a sales job. You need to get out there, go to a lot of parties, meet a lot of people. When you know a lot of people will be willing to do business with you. Real estate business is simple. When you know a lot of people, you do a lot of business. When you do a lot of business, you make a lot of money. My point number 4, work-life balance. I hear this a lot of times. People say, hey, I don't want to be stuck with this 9-to-5 job. I want to quit my 9-to-5 job. I want financial freedom, so I want to get into real estate, right? I don't think that's the right concept. Any business you do, it's not about 9-to-5. You're going to work 24/7. Are you ready for that? I often see any videos you see, hey, get into financial freedom, break your 9-to-5, don't be an employee, and all those things. Yeah, it looks fancy. They say they make $1 million a year and all those things. But work-life balance will be messed up when you do any kind of business, at least for the first 4 or 5 years, until you have a few admin staffs, administrative assistants to, manage your deals and all those things. It's going to be tough. You have to hustle a lot. For me, I work 16 hours a day or 18 hours a day with 2 jobs, making marketing materials and all those things. My weekends gone, my evenings are gone. There's not much time for my family and all those things. My family is very understanding, and we are in a phase where my wife is a doctor in UK. She's working there. My son is actually in India. My parents are taking care of him. But even with all this, we are working things out. So your family should be very understanding when you are in such kind of a situation. So don't think that real estate, oh, I have my own time, so I can do a business whenever you want. It doesn't work that way. You have to keep working pretty much every time when your eyes are open so that you can be successful in real estate. You need to come into this business with so much passion for this business. Only then you can be successful. Some people saying, hey, I don't want to be employed to some manager. My manager is yelling, complaining and all those things. So I want to be my own boss. But here in real estate, every single client whom you face, they are your boss. So you are answerable to all of them. There, if you're worried about one boss, here you're going to have 10 bosses, 100 bosses, right? Your clients are going to ask you a question. Hey, where's my, where are my listings? When are the appointments scheduled? Why are you not on time? Are you going to be on time? What happened to my staging? The staging is not done properly. My house is not getting sold. What are you doing? You are answerable to so many people. You're answerable to your clients. You're answerable to other agents who you are transacting with. So there's a lot of responsibility involved in here. If you're complaining about 9 to 5, then you might end up complaining real estate too. For me, my vision was very clear. I did not come here because I don't like my job. I love my job. I have 13 years of experience in IT in Canada. I'm all set. I'm super set. But I came into real estate just for one purpose. I want to make a lot more, or I want to go up in my life to another stage. So I thought, okay, real estate is going to help. Like I said before, I have more than 160,000 followers in my Tamil YouTube channel. So I wanted to do a business where I can work with my followers, help them to achieve something so that I can get financially benefited for that. And from the day I landed in Canada, I had huge interest in real estate. Some of my part-times were, hardwood flooring, construction and all those things. So I had that connection from the get-go, from the time I landed in Canada. So that actually transformed, and eventually when I had a platform where I can market myself with my YouTube channel, I thought, okay, hey, I need to sell a product. What can I do? Okay, I have interest in real estate. Let's do it. Number 5, travel. There's going to be tons of travel in real estate, and that too, especially when you are a buyer agent. When you start real estate, most likely you're going to work with a lot of tenant clients who wants to rent a property, or you're going to work with a lot of people who are buyers, first-time home buyers. For both situations, you need to travel a lot. With a full-time job, let's say if you're working 9 to 5, let's say you're working downtown Toronto, and after your 5 o'clock you have a showing in Mississauga, your client says, hey, I want to look for a property, I like these properties, why don't we do a showing end of the day, like 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Think about traveling from downtown Toronto to Mississauga at 5 o'clock after office hours. That time the city is a mess. You'll be stuck in traffic, and it'll take about 1 hour just from downtown to get into the Gardner Expressway. That's like 2 to 3 kilometers. You'll spend 1 hour sitting in the car just to get onto the highway, and from the highway to Mississauga, now that the Gardner is have construction and only 2 lanes are open, and that's going to be there for 3 years, to 2024, 2025, 2026. I think the completion will be on 2027. Till that time, it's going to take 2 hours for you from downtown to get to Mississauga, or hour, 1.5 hours just to go somewhere in the east, Ajax, Whitby, Oshawa, whatever, right? So travel is going to be a nightmare when you do real estate as part-time. So you have to plan accordingly. Even now, I'm facing that problem. I live in downtown, so when my work finishes, let's say around 4 o'clock, if I need to go for a showing, I start approximately 2 hours before, so that I can make sure that I be on time. And in this business, you have to be super punctual. Every single appointment, you have to be punctual. You cannot be late. You go there 30 minutes early. Do not go even a minute after your appointment. And think about this, if you have multiple clients, you'll have to do this every single day, and weekends is gone, right? So consider all these situations before thinking about real estate as part-time. Number 6, let me tell this as a last point, your parties. Let's say you're a party person and you used to party Friday nights, Saturday nights, that's all going to reduce. And you need to have a balance. Real estate is all about making friends and spending time with a lot of people, a lot of new people, knowing a lot of new people, so that eventually you can do business with them. But unfortunately, you have to pick and choose your parties. You just cannot sit home and drink, or go with your usual friends and all those things. You need to diversify, go and meet a lot of other new people, a lot of other new parties or gatherings, whatnot, so that you make a lot of new friends who eventually become your clients. I personally wouldn't say this is an issue. You need to plan it accordingly so that you can do this. But a lot of people whom I've met don't like that, don't like to do that, because they need to spend time with their family. Either they need to spend time with their family, or they want to spend time with their friends. They don't like to meet new people or go to a new surrounding where they feel kind of uncomfortable. You have to break that barrier and come out. So again, my primary point and my primary issue, what I had, rest everything I was able to manage and stuff, but training was always an issue for me, because when you pick and choose a brokerage, the first thing what comes in mind is, hey, will I be trained properly? Will I get the necessary support for my first year in real estate? But go to any brokerage, all the trainings are going to be during weekdays, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, between 9 to 5. Even Toronto Real Estate Board has a lot of free training which you can attend. But again, all of them are during business hours. So you need to think about that. So I had my problems with this, but I did manage to attend a lot of trainings, etc., and it was okay for me. But if you are not able to take off from your work, or if you're not able to attend phone calls during your work, part-time real estate might be very tricky and difficult. Now a lot of people might be asking a question, hey Praveen, you made 120K in your first 8 months in real estate, so why don't you quit your job and move to full-time real estate? I want to, but I'm not that crazy busy right now to quit my full-time job. I do have clients whom I'm continuously working to purchase properties for them, but it's not like I don't have like 10 or 15 clients whom I'm working constantly, right? I have like at least 5 or 6 clients whom I'm working constantly on daily basis. I think that's the time when I will quit my full-time job. But for now, life is awesome. Real estate business is rocking. It's all about, it doesn't matter 100,000 or 200,000 agents are on the field. Not a lot of them put in the effort which I told you, right? They always concentrate on their full-time job like 100%, and they always think real estate as part-time, so they won't be able to do much business. If you think, even though you work in a full-time job and do real estate as your part-time job, always think real estate as your another full-time job and not a part-time job. When you do that, automatically you're going to spend more time. You're going to spend another 8 hours for your second full-time job and another 8 to 16 hours in the weekend. So basically you're spending more time on real estate than your full-time job, and eventually you're going to make more money in real estate than your full-time job, and eventually you can make that switch, right? So hope this video helps for you to decide on if you want to take real estate as part-time. This video is definitely not to scare you. I want to say my honest opinion and what I faced last year or even now facing this year, so that you might be able to make your own decision on getting into real estate or not. If you're watching this video and if you want to purchase a property or sell a property, you can definitely reach me out. My email address is info@praveenraj.ca and my phone number is 647-801-4563. If you want to meet with me, sit and chat, just general, no problem, just ping me on text. We can do that. And please do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. That'll help me to make more videos, and do subscribe if you haven't done so. Thank you so much.